Commanders, morning.
Morning.
I think let's first appreciate all the police that are surrounding us, because they're not here against us, they're here to defend us. So, public order police and SEPs in general, we really thank you. We appreciate your presence, and if there's anything we can do to further display high discipline and high morale, we will do that with ease. And to everyone else that is here, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this is not a display for Nhlanhla. It's a display for the world to see that black people, the time has come for us to unite. So it's not normal that you'll see the people of Slovo in the same space and time with the people of Orlando and the people of Pinville and the people of Diepkloof and the people of Snake Park and Prampisha, etc. And Roodepoort. So for me, it's a celebration of unity amongst our people. A lot comes out of unity. So na ke tlo kopang e ke tlo lebohang ke yona re na le sebaka sa ho kopana. If we have an opportunity to unite, I am happy. While I'm on the thank you wave, I must also thank all the political parties that are supporting us, all of them, because you know we are non-political, so we don't have a special relation that's above any other. But I think I can feel there's a group of people that say on Spaizani behind me. Where are they? Salute. Salute. Thank you for always coming to the court and fighting the good fight for South Africans. Look, I'm going to say something, and if what I'm going to say, you have a problem with it, you're welcome to go home, like the others went home. The fight against foreigners, the war against foreigners, is not a war that I'm going to lead. I'm going to lead a war against illegal, undocumented foreigners. Not all foreigners. So they can all go jump. And to make it easy, I'm not a politician, I don't have protocol I must follow, they can all go to hell. They can all go to hell, those who think that we are selling out the war against undocumented foreigners. They are not here. They are somewhere fighting all foreigners. Let me give you small education why it's important for you to understand the difference. It's important because if we are fighting all foreigners, we are then saying the embassies must all pack their bags and go. You are mad. You are also then saying our ambassadors across the world must pack and come back home. We can't have a fight against all foreigners. So now I don't care or Prantswembu, or Pratleba, or Praposa. Nakito tatazella na. Okaya hammao. I know Rosamonto Blalabato, Laxi, vat. You can go to hell. Why don't you become the mouthpiece of a war against all foreigners? Why must Nhlanhla be the mouthpiece of that nonsense? And let me tell you, if there are some South Africans that think that this war, they must take it to all foreigners, some of us will go and join the police defending those foreigners. I am not going to tolerate a country. Our country is going far. These old people that are in positions of power, who are trying to collapse our country because tomorrow they won't be here. They'll all be dead. Right. But we'll be here in the next 20 years. Then we must account for the decision we took 20 years ago. There is no country. You are South Africans because of time. So you can't be naive and say that we must fight all foreigners. You are mad. So we are going to fight in defense of the laws of our country. And being undocumented is against the law of this country. So we'll fight all undocumented foreigners and ensure that South Africans are put first in South Africa, full stop. Anyone with a problem can go create another platform where they fight all foreigners. We're not fighting all foreigners here. Right. If we fight all foreigners and you get into an accident today, you might not be safe because Para has a lot of foreign doctors. Bongata balona here, le pepilwe ki di doctors tse tswang ko ntle. No, what I just said is that some of you here, when your mothers went to hospital to give birth, a foreign hand helped you to bring you into life from your mother's womb. So you can't be naive and just go with people's emotions and propaganda and things to say, vele, kwamele bonke bahambe, you must hambe, wena hambe wena. So coming back to court, we all know why we are here. And if there's an EFF person here, I want you to know that my statement or the force against, that might come out as if it's against the EFF, it's not. The EFF remains to have members who are part of our people in Soweto. If someone or EFF passes away, we are all at the funeral. The mothers and the sisters, Bapila, Machense Shapacharaf, Arabotornarkena. So we can never be attacking our people just in jail. So when we speak the truth about some people who happen to be part of the EFF, so it must be made clear, and people must be reminded why we are here. We are here because the community of Dobsonville cried about a certain house selling drugs and nyaupe to the kids of Dobsonville. We then took it upon ourselves to invite the police and Metro Police to make a formal registered operation to go to that house with the community. We went in that house, the media was there with newsroom and everyone were there. Even our own internal cameras were there. We went in, the guy who jampile mavota, mar community ya mutola. Eba khutla, ba mutlisa. Eba bula mnyako wa dining room eberkena. Eberi cheka motla yo drop mo ingilena. Eberi tswa nna. I was the one telling the community that, listen, we've searched this place, but obviously this person had a tip-off, because that's why he ran. So I'm just happy that we confronted the problem that the community raised with the police. They are here. So people, let's move on. We have another issue, the electricity issue that day. 2 days later, Otlan Chosa Kamanya EFF spokesperson. Yeah, that Nhlanhla boy must be arrested with immediate effect. So an entire EFF national spokesperson, national. So Nhlanhla is a national issue to the EFF. So the national spokesperson comes into Soweto and says that we are opening a case. Yeah, our member. So the drug dealer, by the way, happens to be an EFF secretary. That's why there was that. So the long and short of it is, I hear it on the media that Tunali case in Nakutu 300 rands from a drug dealer's house. 300. Barikitulega 300. They're saying 300,000. 300 rands. Now, you guy for 300. Ona no by postpone it to the 6th of February, 6 months for 300. I'm Marban Tebet. I get a tebaki specialized address to the politician. I'm a trial again. You analytic is where. Little on a in Pierre, but work off fair. So on alone Tebet, but our hori. The force of Soweto was growing so great that you guys stand a good chance of collapsing political parties come 2024. So they must now give you problems. They must not give you problems. So, but because the law is also passed, we can stand independently, we can stand as a political party, we can do whatever. So they are now scared. That's why you're seeing these things being played. These are political games, but you don't entertain politics. The reason why the people like both Julius, they'll never get close to us, is because we are going to continue to give them love. So kiteba unenga, kiteba pilisana le mutho sing sharp. Or Nhlanhla marwana ke ra ntwana ka zokela ntwana. Go sharpa ka lerato because ke na le experience ya o dila le digwele. Dula se ke segwele nya. Ke na le experience ya o dila le digwele di teng dlale. O tla Nhlanhla ke re ke o rata o le jwa. Ang rwa ke re ko rata o le jwa. A le ba le 2 minutes a tong a re ke di scopa sa tlo shera le nna ke re sheba segwele se se lebile. So we must take care of even those who don't like us. We must lead even those that hate us. We have a responsibility to lead the communities, not some people in our community, all of them. Where politics failed is that politics continue to lead their members, not the people. And that's why there's a gap between the people and the political party. But there's no gap between people like myself, leaders like myself in the communities and the people, because we are the people and we're practicing what the ancestors died for the people, by the people. My dream is not to come and get into slow, which is something that I hate doing. Before because that's the primary foundation of division in our communities. There's no way our communities can unite if our households and families are not united. I always say when I have the opportunity, even here amongst us, we are full of division and hate. I reach peace because Ribina, when Ali Morsa Kopanante, and the Morsa Kopanang is the households that we come from. So So if we're expecting South Africa to be a better country, can we exercise what the change we want for South Africa? Start in the house. You go back today with immediate effect. You go look your sibling in the eye or interesa for 6 months or 6 years. But today guys, I give we fell and because once we are empowered enough and united in our households, we'll have the strength to go unite the community. Guys, politicians in Parliament of South Africa. Go to all of them, any of them in your mind. Go to where they live, where they come from. Baba mbatwa sio, yasio. Nerile sio horunali lima komanda Soweto. Retolotina di drugs, retolotina expired goods in spaza shops. Ko sio. Marumutu mo parliament. We can change the country. Opalete ki kasi yao. Nanshale round Soweto mplelo runyi waka ko bonto ruweta la. Yes. Nakasenga money. So if I fail with Soweto, that means I'm going to fail with the country. Yes. We must be realistic. It doesn't matter how popular you are at the time. Don't misuse the people's hope that they give to you and think that then what are we've won the country. What do I know about governance? What do we know about governance? We must do things that we know we can achieve. Did we go to Maponya Mall and make sure that Soweto is the only one that starts to fight against looting? And did we win? The answer is yes. Why? We went there equipped, we went there knowing that we can win this fight. Araya because of onana nortola di WhatsApp group tsa bonkgono tsa dikereke. Ba re, ba bola batho bontanta batle ka dipomo. Mapodisa le gae. But we will go to such places to help our police and ensure that we protect the laws of this country, and the examples will start in our communities. But like Kwala, Kirefela, how not clever Molpati? How not clever Molpati? How not Mutaka Kenaka Sotum Tatazella? Kirinaki Musutu Marba Sutu Batibore, Habo Mavo, Nakwa, Koba 20. I'm not going to sit around and watch Bokoko being raped and our sisters being raped. Uru in Nigeria, no Prantoembu capturing the Mamanko government. We are not in that government. We are on the ground. We are not going to sit by and watch our young people suffocate from drugs. Really, never. Until wire. Mama, I would rather go to court forever and see a Soweto without drug dealing, rather than Kitabe, the drugs because Kitaba court, Kitabe drug dealer. Can never be. Never. I always say that our love for our kids must be greater than the fear that we have for drug dealers. That's why really mo. So kitoko ba ra re khutlela mrao. Re khutlela mrao re tsebore. Ere yetsang a se politiki. Ere yetsang is for real change for our people. Yes. We are not saying we are changing the whole country. We don't have the resources to do that. Babambare, hey, Marvolax was sponsored. Where do they get the funds to do what they do? My house is walking distance away from Maponya Mall. For me to stand up, how much do I need for that nonsense? Zero. What does that cost me? Absolutely nothing. So hey, crime. Whatever about any politician. How into an allocation was how you scale? We are not going to be apologetic with our success in life. I lorry Baba Mahono Spina we are chosen, Bonhono Josi, Kulo Panda Gotrobo. I lorry Baba Mahono Spinaco we are chosen. Baba Mahono Spinaco Potrumu. This car charge of Spinaco Potrumu. Rospina Runa Potrumu, Spina Pelase as a crime. Good your efforts to make things connect at the end and make sure Runali brought to flee. Ha get the shapa aeroplane it's almost if it's Washington. Get Habubua because what are going to kiss Tumtamahua? Awaya Hasata. My man. Helicopter Soweto Onaji. You're going to see when Soweto Parliament sits on the 27th. Morning. On the 27th. On the 27th, it's Saturday. And the parliamentary adula meaning the Kasika of Felata Soweto, the organization of Fela. Lima Polisa Runate. Later you was telling of Fela, the 10 Texas, but think of fair. Rito announce and John Soweto, we are going to start having a helicopter that's there just to support our police stations. Ke mang o tla shapang ha se go so wethu ba tsebo re ntse ka fetoga fa. Lona no, arito emela helicopter ya mapodisa ya SAPS. It's from ko hengarileng teng. Because we don't have enough resources as a government, as law enforcement. So our responsibility is that how I know hona o tlatsa hore batho ba tswele pele wa o lethata o tshaba hore o thuse setjhaba because ba tla re he aba lo bua gale ba bua ka parlamenteng maphelo a rona sa tswele pele yaanong dintja di sha sephara di bua di etsa di bui fela so na le problem. Because if you think about what I'm saying, the power of change does not lie in Lax and Soweto. The power of change lies in the ordinary people. You can go back right now. Kokasi. Eboetsa meeting ya bokoko fela. Wa tseba mo ring Africa go. Bokoko. Ke tlo kopa hore le mpolelle mathata a lona top 3 problems. Wa tseba amongst those problems ke eng? Nna stro saka, sanshapa, senkela tšhelete sa. So nna le wena re ka etsa operation ya bokoko ba tlhokometsiwang. A ke re bana ba bodula le bona ko dressing. Re go kopantshe le mapodisa. Re ba late, a re ba shapa, a re ba tshware, ra ba educator. A lot of our problem is because we are not educated. Some of these things we don't know what to do with them. Ntwana next door ina le RM wena ona yona bona re tsamelo shape makoko. Nka o bontsha tsela tse ngata tsa ba RM ke ntwe nyane. Ke ntwe nyane di ngata. I can teach you how to run social media so that you start advertising on your social media or 1,000 even ntwe nyane. In cost ile ka ya teo. Ke nana ntse ke dutse mo ke mshebile mo masong. Ebe ka o sane ba re our job is to empower them to buy themselves the RM. They can't associate success with the black child. They must want someone that brought that success. Why in a million? How set I can say McLaren calculation I'm a remona plumeli makula kai or lemakalati kai kabalibongam kai. Why can't it be his own brilliance? And my last point around protecting these young ones. We need to make sure that when you see this young man, I am really an Indian fella, or a colored fella, or a white fella, or Afrikaans fella. Don't assume that the person is capturing him. He might have the power to capture him. So yanu lona because le limiti dikelello bongata ba rona a re mmona because ra inyatsa ra ipetsa re ke no capturewa e ka ntho ene re go bolelle la no capturewa my boy. How capture you above your million with location or push location? So I love you capture you, my boy. So I love you capture, no problem. So what I look at multi things about I love and enjoy being around you at any given time. Haxa stop you, Winkasa stop it. So you talk about one and Mike, otherwise none gets all up. So what Commander's morning. Commander's morning.